right.
Weekend Jester. Get Jester.
You did this last time. Okay.
I just get so excited after the music stops. I forget that I need to pause the next song.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Counting
Cryptids, episode 23 of season 2.
Something
Live
like that.
on YouTube. Woo!
Yeah. This is a first and only like 11 to 15 minutes of technical difficulties, but we're here.
And there was people waiting.
There was, in fact, people waiting.
Thank you being
to
patient
the people
and
who waited.
waiting. We did some very last-minute things that didn't work out great.
It didn't pan out, so
and then you
next
can hear us.
Yeah, okay, anyway.
What's today's episode about?
Oh, shit. Okay, so actually, this is so today we're talking about the Slide Rock Bolter, and we are doing this because I owe Lucas. Because I have slacked for an eternity to get him his tournament winnings. So this is to make up for that, and I need to get that in the mail to him in the next like week and a half. So,
yay, postage.
This is for Lucas. So I guess let's fucking go.
Lucas Threlfall, the author of The Elemental's Awakening.
Oh, Connor having the book on hand. Wow.
Not an ad, but definitely an ad.
But definitely buy the book.
Yeah. Not unpaid. Lucas doesn't pay us to say this. We just plug his book because it's awesome.
All right, so either
just please hold. Yeah. That one there.
Okay, good. So we can continue now because this is still primarily audio based. I guess for those of you who are listening in the future and not live, we recorded this live on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
yes,
there is a video on YouTube of us recording this podcast. It's just us like
sitting here,
and then occasionally maybe a screen. But you can follow us on YouTube if you want to watch live.
Yep.
Because then you can see the episode like
notification bell
a week in advance ish.
5 to
10 days in advance.
Yeah, business days.
Business days? No, it's on the weekend. It's not business days.
It's the business of God's day.
Okay, so on track. Slide Rock Bolter. Connor, what is it?
It is a giant whale-ish being.
Yeah, I have a land whale or a mountain whale in my
yeah.
notes after having read about it.
It apparently has claws on its tail that hold it up into up on mountains, and then it releases its tail and kills people.
Yeah, that is technical.
That's the gist. Thank you for listening to Counting Cryptids.
You do this every fucking time. So I suppose it is about as large or larger than a blue whale. Sort of a teardrop shape. It looks like a fucking blue whale.
Correct.
Gray-brown skin that is like camouflaged to like the mountain surroundings. In Colorado specifically, I guess. I don't know if we mentioned that is where this is.
I can pull up a picture because this is a visual podcast now.
So sometimes they're said to be smooth like a wet stone. Other times covered in brush-like growths. Large head, flat face, small eyes, big mouth, fluked tail similar to that of a dolphin. And so in addition to it having the hooks on the tail, sometimes described as large hairy knuckles, sometimes it can act as a crab's pincer. I don't know if that is like...
Here you go to YouTube live audience.
Oh, you got a picture? Sick.
Picture of the giant whale, mountain whale.
Dang,
Sorry
man.
to interrupt you, though.
No, you're fine.
Continue.
I think you said something about it sliding down the mountain.
Yeah.
That's the name Slide Rock Bolter. So it does wait on cliffs, but specifically only at those like greater than 45-degree angles.
Yeah. That was
So
very
just like sitting
relevant
on those
in the
very
information.
specific angles of cliffs. But there's also something about, so when it is sliding down, there's something about like its saliva. It's lubricating saliva. So that helps it slide down faster to snatch its prey, which
I guess
is
I had missed that.
always tourists for some reason.
I saw in one place like helpless creatures or wounded creatures, but yeah, tourists
I think that's just more like because it was in the way.
just accidentally
Yeah,
engulfing.
like just
It just happened to be a
It was
deer or
just
2 or 3
in the way. Yeah.
Wouldn't even notice.
I guess also the momentum from it coming down is supposed to be enough, like when it catches its prey, that it comes back up the next mountain.
I feel like they've had to
Where
have
then
a
it just
short.
like catches on. It's just like boom, ready for the next one.
What's the lifespan like for one of these things? Because like, obviously it has to grow. I mean,
I don't
if
have that
if it has to
information.
slide up the next mountain, what if it runs out of mountains?
I mean,
Or the next one's not a 45-degree angle.
They can only go south forever,
Just
and then once they reach the end, it's just like, well,
and then they reach the ocean, and
that's
then
where
they're
whales
whales.
come from.
Damn, we figured it out.
It's come full circle. Excellent.
It was born in that position, Sean. Asking if it, how does it get there in the first place? Obviously, it's born there and it grows.
So my theory is this is what happens when an atmospheric beast runs into a mountain.
I saw this in your notes. Yeah.
In all caps,
I
you
like
saw
it.
this in my notes.
I almost missed it.
It's the very last thing.
So
All right.
what else we got on it? That's what it is.
Yeah,
there's a
I mean, I
picture.
suppose like the legend stems from cautionary tales from lumberjacks in the 19th century.
Yeah.
Some guy wrote about it in a book. He was from Minnesota.
His
He
name.
didn't see it.
You didn't have the name. I have the name.
I don't have the name. You have the
William
name?
Thomas Cox.
Mm.
He wrote about it in his 1910 titled his 1910 book titled "Fearsome Critters of the Lumber Woods with a Few Desert and Mountain Beasts."
That's a good name.
Aptly named.
Aptly named, yeah.
He was a forester from Minnesota. I think you mentioned he was from Minnesota. At least had that in your notes. Yeah, so these are tales that he wrote from like lumberjack people, I guess.
Okay.
It just describes various creatures that workers in the logging industry imagined late at night in their shanties.
A shanty, you say?
Yeah. So fearsome critters of the lumber woods with a few desert and mountain beasts reads, in mountains of Colorado, where in summer the woods are becoming infested with tourists, much uneasiness has been caused by the presence of the slide rock boulder. This frightful animal lives only in the steepest mountains in mountain country where the slopes are greater than 45 degrees. It has an immense head with small eyes and a mouth somewhat on the order of a sculpin, running back beyond its ears.
It's a fish, by the way.
Oh, I figured, but I've never heard of one. Great job. The tail consists of a divided flipper with enormous grab hooks, which it fastens over the crests of the mountains or ridge, often remaining there motionless for days at a time, watching the gulch for tourists or any other hapless creature that may enter it. So, hapless creatures. It looks like an angry penis. It's not in the book. That's in chat. At the right moment after sighting a tourist, it will lift its tail, thus loosening its hold on the mountain, and with its small eyes riveted on the poor, unfortunate, and drooling thing, skid grease from the corners of its mouth, which greatly
The lubricating saliva.
correct, which greatly accelerates its speed. The boulder comes down like a toboggan, scooping in its victims as it goes. Its own impetus carrying it up. Impetus, is that how you pronounce that? Impetus?
Impetus, yes.
Its own impetus carrying it up the next slope, where it again slaps its tail over the ridge and waits. Whole parties of tourists are reported to have been gulped at one scoop by taking parties far back into the hills. The animal is a menace not only to tourists, but to the woods as well. Many a draw through spruce-covered slopes has been laid low, the trees being knocked out by the root or mowed off as by a scythe, where the boulder has crashed down through from the peaks above. It's allegedly directly from the book.
Okay. But he didn't witness it. He was just told about it.
Right. He was just kind of sharing stories from people.
I mean, okay, so do we get into the one story now then, I guess?
The only story of somebody allegedly seeing this thing? Yeah.
Yeah, so there's this forest ranger.
Yes.
So I guess there had been reports in the area of the Slide Rock Bolter, like, I don't know if it was specifically like attacking or whatever the fucking deal is, but God damn it, Chad is over here being ridiculous. So I guess the attacks on the tourists were within his forest ranger jurisdiction, as
This
it
is
were.
my duty now.
Yeah, exactly. So this became his problem. This just became business. So he hatched a plan to get rid of the creature. The plan was to dress a mannequin or dummy as a tourist, winter jacket, guidebook, the whole 9 yards. Stuff it to the gills with gunpowder and percussion caps as the igniter. So the dummy was constructed and placed near Lizard Head Slope, where I guess it had been reported recently.
Yes. Okay, I guess.
And then the very next day, it happened to attract the attention of the Slide Rock Bolter. The explosion caused by the dummy leveled half of the buildings in Rico, Colorado, which were allegedly never rebuilt.
Yes.
According to this, I cannot confirm any of this story. Do you have any more about the story before I...
So that's essentially the story. He blew up the Slide Rock Bolter, or at least one of them with a dummy.
I don't know if it's just the one or if it was multiple.
See, I would assume there has to be a population, but regardless, he blows up the one with the dummy filled with fucking gunpowder, dynamite, or whatever it was. Specifically dressed to look like a tourist because it had a specific jacket that was like one that only rich men that could
it was baited out really fucking weird. Do you have any idea what year this was supposed to have taken place? I couldn't find that anywhere.
Let me see. I think it like after 1881. Okay. Hold on. So wanderingwhaleroad.wordpress.com is an article. I guess I can pull it up here. Here it is. That's actually where that fucking picture came from. Here's the top. Here's what it looks like here. They say that this is a very well written article. Like, got a lot of information I didn't see anywhere else. So it might be fake, but let me see here in the notes. The precise geographic location. This is a direct quote. Precise geographic location in Rico, Colorado, that enables us to situate the boulder in a wider context. In an investigation into the economic history of Rico, reveals the Slide Rock Boulder to be a snapshot of the tensions that came with a time of great change in southwestern Colorado. So it goes on to say that the buildings of Rico weren't actually destroyed by the, colossal mountain whale, but we're actually falling in disrepair following a dramatic economic shift that happened just prior to the story of the Bolter. This dramatic economic shift in question was that of the miners, the American miners, and then lumberers moving to an area that was legally owned by the Ute people under the Treaty of 1868. The move was first motivated by gold and then followed up by lumber, but when deforestation ruined the land, the Utes decided to leave in 1881, or they might have been forced to move to Utah, I believe. Either way, they went to Utah. So the lumberjacks of the late 19th century and early 20th century must have seen strips of rubble that marked spots of abandoned mines and connected them to the abandoned buildings in Rico, which spurred the story of the Slide Rock Bolter. That makes sense.
Yes. The landslides.
Pretty much cave-ins in mines and stuff that look like something giant just slid off the mountain,
Correct. I mean, I can talk a little bit about Landslides.
Tell me about landslides. I've never
Do you want
experienced
me to? Do
one.
you want me to talk about avalanches now, or do I wait on that?
I mean, I had at the end of my notes, I'm pretty sure just describing a rock slide or avalanche, and that was before I had found this WordPress article.
Okay, so I mean, I guess other than that one story of that, which is not verifiable as like a real story, you're telling me that it didn't.
It's damn well written, is all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah,
Convincing.
So, and other than that article, I cannot find anything of it. I found some buildings that appear to have been vacant for some time, but I cannot can find anything that confirms anything about the story that it doesn't come from an article that is written specifically about the slide rock boulder like cryptid. There's no mention of an explosion in the town history online or like the local museum, because you find that website as well. So I don't think that's really happened. But again, other than that one, there isn't anyone alive claiming to have seen it. It's sort of a story that's been passed down for generations, and the origin isn't really known, I guess, other than like that guy wrote it down in that book.
Yeah.
Mr. Cox. I think his name was Cox.
Something Cox. Yeah, the Minnesota guy.
I don't know. So is that the thing then where like is it just like nobody's lived to tell the tale of the slide rock bolter, and that's why we don't have stories of the slide rock bolter, because it eats everybody?
Just for some, I pulled up Rico, Colorado on Wikipedia.
Yes.
Just because I was curious, like, what is there right now? And it's the numbers are surprising. Like,
yes,
894 people in 1880.
Yeah.
2010, there's 265.
Yeah.
And at one point, the lowest point in 1980 was 76% of people. Like 76 people.
Damn.
Like,
that is not a lot of people.
It peaked in 1890. So I would assume that's probably like peak lumberjack times. I don't know.
I don't know when the lumberjacks roamed, Connor.
You
I'm sorry.
don't?
No, I know
figured
I
since you
appear
have
to
a
be
beard.
a lumberjack, but I do not know when the lumberjacks roamed.
Yeah.
So I tried. Where is it? So I tried to get a like specific numbers about people who go missing in the Rocky Mountains annually.
Okay, I looked up missing 411.
Yeah. So I guess according to this KUNC article, Rocky Mountain National Park is third for most search and rescues. There were 2,890 search and rescue incidents, including 159 deaths in the National Park Services area in 2017. Rocky Mountain National Park had 165 of those incidents, the third most in the nation. Now, this is just specifically for Rocky Mountain National Park, not all of the Rockies or even all of Colorado. So people do go missing quite often, and national parks have a high number of these instances. I don't know if we really have time to start getting into this missing 411 stuff.
Yes, let's.
It's like it would. I mean, it'd be a decent segue, but like I'm pretty interested in that and would like to explore that on a longer basis of like a full episode sort of thing in the future. So
Yeah.
I don't want to veer off too far in that direction. But if you had anything about that, you probably
No,
not.
I just pulled up this picture of
Okay.
like missing in the United States, like a plot map.
Yes.
See it here. Okay, should be able to see it. This is Colorado here. Jacob, you're delayed, but
I am delayed. I am
it is
waiting. I'm with chat.
You're with chat on this one. I could have had you just sign in, but it's still
No, it's
delayed
fine.
on
Just
the
keep
preview.
talking.
It's very condensed. There's like pretty open spaces in the area around the Midwest of like the Midwest, Nevada, Utah.
I mean,
are
less
pretty
people,
empty.
Less people like traveling
Less
to those
mountains.
locations.
Very usually pretty flat land, but like Colorado's like got a few people there.
There is a few people there. A lot of people like to go there.
So that was my very quick right before we recorded. I wonder. Here we are.
What?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people missing right there.
Oh, yes.
I was just
sorry.
tying it to your missing 411.
Done. Sorry, I can't see since I'm so delayed.
All right, I apologize.
That's fine. That's my bad.
It'd be like that sometimes.
That doesn't. I can't attribute those to having been the slide rock bolter, but I don't know. I can't not. I suppose. I guess I have a little bit I wanted to throw in about because this seems a lot like an avalanche or a landslide in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
This just seems like it is describing
People die
natural
of avalanches,
phenomena,
yeah.
and the way that they talk about like it only gets tourists seems sort of like tourists maybe
don't know.
wouldn't be as experienced with those sorts of things too. So, okay, this seems a lot like avalanches. So I was only going to read a few of these. There's a list of 11 facts. I will have a link to this in the description from dosomething.org. So 11 facts about avalanches. Again, was only going to read a couple of them, but I think I'm going to read all 11 because they seem more relevant every time I go through and read them. So loose snow avalanches account for only a small percentage of the deaths and property damage. Slab avalanches, the most lethal, are cohesive plates of snow sliding as a unit. So it's sort of like one solid mass in that capacity. I could see where you could see that looking like an animal or something that is alive.
11 facts about avalanches. Fact 2?
Oh, yeah, hit it.
I don't have one.
Okay, never mind. Each year, avalanches kill more than 150 people worldwide.
I just put up a header that says 11
Oh, did
facts
you?
about
God damn it, I'm delayed. I don't know this, you piece of shit. Okay, so in 90% of avalanche accidents, the victim or someone in the victim's party causes the snowslide. So again, I said this beforehand with the tourists being more likely to fall victim to the slide rock bolter. I would imagine they wouldn't know what to look out for or how to react if something did occur.
I get this next one.
Yeah, do it.
The human body is 3 times denser than avalanche debris and will sink quickly. So when the slide slows, clear some air, some space to breathe, and then put your hand into the sky, and that will hopefully get you out.
Once the avalanche stops, it will settle like concrete. So it's literally like it swallows you whole.
Right.
Also, in regards to like how to get out of that, god damn it, that banner is fucking trash. I love it. So the shit. Oh yeah. So you have like clear a space so you can breathe and punch your hand skyward. But like I guess sometimes if you are in snow, you can't really tell which way is up and down. Like you get disoriented and stuff that way. So like a way to tell, like gravity works still,
Yeah.
So like if you spit, then you can, or like drool, and you can tell which way is like, okay, that way's down. So then the other way is up.
I just spit all over my eyebrows. Fuck. There.
I mean, yeah, but then then you can get a little air pocket, and you can get some room and
kick your way out.
I want to do some kicking. So I guess also, unlike its portrayal in movies, noise does not trigger avalanches.
Really?
Avalanches are caused by 4 factors: a steep slope, snow cover, a weak layer in the snow cover, and a trigger.
But the trigger could be sound, no?
Sure, I don't fucking know. Allegedly, but according to this article, it says, unlike its portrayal in movies, noise does not trigger avalanches.
It's every time in a goddamn movie.
You're right. That's the only thing that causes avalanches.
I'm not sure there's anything else causes avalanches.
Oh, yeah, because the avalanche was caused by the slide rock bolter. That's the trigger. I get it now.
I should just replace that. Apparently, the vast majority of avalanches, which 90%, occur on slopes with angles between 30 and 45 degrees. Steeper slopes tend to continually slough. What does that say?
Yeah.
Slough? Slough. Continually keep snow from building up. The snowpack on flatter slopes requires them much more force to move.
I mean, that 30 to 45 degrees is where 90% of that's the slope of the slope degrees. Goddamn, words are hard today, man.
Live on YouTube.
Excellent. So again, 90% of avalanches occur on slopes with angles between 30 and 45 degrees. 45 degrees is like That was the number for the slide rock bolter. So again, I think that furthers this theory.
If you're eyeballing it, do you know the difference between 30 and 45 degrees on a mountain?
No, I don't. I'm bad at maths.
Correct.
Good. Geometry, science. Avalanche risk is at its greatest 24 hours following a snowfall of 12 inches or more.
Oh, that's a lot of snow. Avalanches can reach speeds up to 80 miles per hour within 5 seconds.
That's fast as fuck.
Correct.
The deadliest avalanche in American history was due to a train wreck in 1910. Roughly 96 people died in that incident.
1910.
Did I say that? Or did I not say 1910?
1910, that's when he wrote his fucking book.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, he published his book in 1910. The Cox. If a victim can be rescued within 18 minutes, the survival rate is greater than 91%. The survival rate drops to 34% in burials between 19 and 35 minutes. Terrifying, because 18 minutes is not that long.
No, it is not. After 1 hour, only 1 in 3 victims buried in an avalanche is found alive. The most common causes of death are suffocation, wounds, and hypothermia. So I also have a small bit in here that the state of Colorado has, on average, about 2,500 avalanches annually. So very common. Also found this bit from early 2019 where the state was experiencing an unusually high number of avalanches. So 559 avalanches in the first 10 days of March this year, 2019. More than 20% of the winter's average total of avalanches in the first 10 days of March. The death toll had already surpassed the full winter average. So with this then, is the slide rock bolter like a story to warn out-of-towners of the dangers of avalanches? Or is there a possibility that the slide rock bolter is responsible for a small percentage of, like, yes, avalanches exist and I can accept that. No, Sean, avalanches are not
Cryptids.
cryptids.
No. I don't think so. I have never seen one, though. Have
But
you?
No, I have not. But, like, you know, avalanches exist, but, like, could some of these still be attributed to a mountain whale in some capacity? Or is the avalanche itself caused by the slide rock bolter? And then it just, like, rides the snow down the mountain?
It's like
It's snowboarding?
Johnny Tsunami?
I wish I understood that reference. It sounds like it dominates.
It does, dominate.
Damn.
Johnny Tsunami. That's a throwback.
Johnny Tsunami. I'm
That
not
might
familiar.
be on Disney Plus. Can anybody?
Definitely not a sponsor, but for sure Disney Plus could be a sponsor. They could get it.
I would take their money.
I too would
in
take
return
some Disney
for
money.
Some dirty things. Some dirty advertisements.
All right. Well, what are your final thoughts then at this point? I don't have anything else about avalanches in my notes, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I suppose we could turn to
anything else.
Google, but
I don't have anything else to waste time.
there's really not. Like most
It's pretty straightforward.
Most of them have like almost word for word the exact same stories
100%.
and stuff. And sometimes they'll change the words out a little bit, but
This
it's always the
podcast
same
is
thing.
word
You
for
don't
word.
really find anything else. That's the slide rock bolter.
I don't know that one article got me good. Like as I was reading it half asleep last night, I was like, I'm convinced that this is what the explanation is with the Utes and the lumberjacks. The gold mines.
Gold mines.
Gold
Did you
mines.
remove the 11 facts about avalanches?
Oh, we are done
because
with
we are
the
no longer
11
talking about
facts.
11 facts about avalanches.
Thank you for watching the 11 facts.
Thank you for watching the 11 facts about avalanches.
It's gone. It's gone. We can move on from the 11 facts about avalanches.
The common or garden slide rock bolter.
It can get repellent.
Excellent. All right, final thoughts, Connor. You're on the same page as that article. It's just
I'm on board with that. I like that explanation. It's very almost scientific-y. Though I can't
just an avalanche.
confirm that any of that information
I think
is
it's
true.
just an avalanche.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's an avalanche.
You think it's an avalanche?
I do.
I think it's
metaphors.
It's mines.
What? People falling into mines? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
Was that what was in that article?
No. That wasn't presented as an argument. No.
Okay, then explain your argument.
That they didn't actually see anything. They just saw the aftermath of this slide rock bolter,
and then made up the story from what they saw.
Yeah. Because you're trying to freak out your buddies, your lumberjack buddies with beards and flannels, so you got to make something scary. So you come up with the slide rock bolter for that giant, pretty much hole in the.
I am unaware of a stigma that says that lumberjacks have, like, tell-tall tales. Like fishermen, you know? Like, that's a stigma.
Where do you think Paul Bunyan came from?
But Paul Bunyan is a lumberjack? Was he created by lumberjacks?
Why not both? I think he was created by lumberjacks. God damn, this isn't a Paul Bunyan episode.
You think lumberjacks created a story about a lumberjack?
Why the fuck not?
Because an author would create a story about a lumberjack. The look on your fucking face right now. Wait, this makes sense. Hang on. Who created Paul Bunyan? That's his
Why
name, yeah?
couldn't
Paul Bunyan?
a lumberjack? I just feel like you're attributing a title.
The first Paul Bunyan story, Round River, made it into print in 1906, penned by journalist James McGilvery.
Where did he get the story? He didn't just make up
for a local
lumberjacks.
newspaper in Michigan in 1912. He collaborated with a poet on a Bunyan-themed poem for American Lumberman magazine. So it was created by an author for a lumberjack magazine.
For lumberjacks by lumberjacks.
It was not by lumberjacks for lumberjacks, is what I am saying. It was for lumberjacks, yes, but it was
by
not
a journalist who happened to be.
I really like the idea of the campaign for lumberjacks by lumberjacks, but it just wasn't that counting lumberjacks.
I tuned to OpenD to play Slide Rock Bolter. Got me.
Rock Lobster as well. Yes, let's go, chat. All right. Yeah, I don't. Did you have an argument for caves?
I mean, they could potentially cave in and kill somebody. Yeah,
but like,
for sure. But
this isn't. That would be like a different thing.
I don't think
not like
anybody
a rock
ever actually
slide or something.
experienced one. I think they just made up the stories to. Don't
it's just an avalanche is what I'm saying. It's people who saw an avalanche and they're explaining what it is to.
It's like
could
the Bible.
So you talked about there being a native population nearby.
The Utes.
Could it have been a way that they were like, instead of trying to, because they're like, yeah, it's just an avalanche. It's just, when stuff falls or something, or maybe like if there was some way of like trying to translate from one language to another, like since we don't really have the origins, is there a possibility that what?
What do you call a lumberjack who can't wake up on time?
What?
A slumberjack. Sorry, chat. Gets me distracted.
God damn it.
Nathaniel's in here. Nathan, what's up?
Oh, he made it.
Just in time. Maybe he's on break.
There you go. I mean, we are almost done. You did technically miss all of the episode.
There's still more good stuff, you know.
No, I think we're at the end of the good stuff at this point too.
We're at the end of the information stuff.
Yeah.
We still have good stuff.
I mean, we spent all of the Paul Bunyan material that I think we had. What else you got?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
yep.
Cool. So last week, what did we talk about?
Those little guys.
I just realized we didn't do an Instagram poll.
Negative. My plan was to hopefully try and do a YouTube poll, see how that goes.
Okay. Yeah, so last
not an option apparently.
Last episode we talked about the Ibu Gogo.
Yes, 2.5 to 3.5 foot tall human beings.
Who do you think would win in a fight between them and the Slide Rock Bolter?
I definitely think the Slide Rock Bolter could eat at least 2 dozen Ibu Gogo.
So at least 2 dozen?
At least.
I'd say at least 50. I'd go
I didn't
twice
get
your
any
2
exact
dozen.
measurements on the side.
I saw the size of a blue whale or larger. In
I'm
one
not really
location
sure
is
how
where I
big
saw
a
that.
blue whale is. Definitely could swallow a human
I can
whole.
certainly tell you how large a blue whale is. How
Content,
large
thank you.
is a blue whale? We probably talked about this on the show before. The males are shorter than the females, which are 82 feet in length.
Shit.
Is that stunned silence or what?
I'm trying to visualize 82 feet.
A blue whale's tongue weighs around 2.7 tons.
Tons. How much does a whale weigh? 1 ton? 2 tons?
A lot more than that. Its tongue weighs a ton. A whale itself weighs 330,000 pounds.
30,000?
100?
Oh.
And 30,000?
That's like infinity to me.
No.
I don't know.
330,000. 110 to 330,000.
Wow.
I don't know how big their mouth is, but it's big.
Why aren't people scared of whales?
Because they're mammals and kind of chill.
They sound terrifying. That's why I don't like the ocean.
But they only eat like little shit. That's why.
They eat krill, but they could still swallow you whole.
Yeah, 100%.
You're not
or
gonna
like
survive
because like
that.
they like breach and stuff, so people always get the videos of them like jumping real close. I'm like, they could just like land on your fucking kayak and
right the
wreck
fuck out of
you,
there.
right?
Yeah, you're dead.
330,000 pounds landing on top of your head.
Into water, into open ocean.
Take me. Indiegogo versus Avalanches. All right. So you think the mountain whale is victorious?
Yeah. If you have an argument for the
No, I am on
the
this
Ibu
exact same
Go-Go,
page. But why don't you, listener, go over to social media and let us know what you think if you're listening live. That won't be there till Friday. But if you're not listening to it live, it's there now. If it's a day after when the podcast came out. God damn it. Okay, so
who knows? Maybe it's next week.
you have officially confused me.
How so?
I don't know.
It's time to do the 1v1 results from.
No. Yeah, sure, do it. You have 'em. You
I
have
have the
that
music.
information?
Yeah, I have it. It's ready to go. What do you think I am? Unfucking prepared?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Okay.
You have this
Are you
information
ready?
for me? I
Let's
am
start with the
fully
worst.
prepared. Twitter?
I don't even have to ask. Split right down the middle. 50-50. 50% Ibu Go-Go, 50%
Yeah,
East of Bodmin
Yep.
Moore.
Oh, okay, this is Bodmin Moore and Ibu Gogo. Okay.
Yeah. We can do these live, but I only posted them like 5 days ago.
Okay.
Not even 5 days ago. Let's be real. Second worst, Facebook. And it was disappointing. More disappointing than it usually is. Usually it's not that bad. Six people voted there. 33% voted for the Ibu Gogo. And on Instagram, 21 people voted.
Thank you.
I don't understand it. Maybe Instagram's just the way to go. But they had 33% vote for the Ibu Gogo and
So pretty much
67 Beast of Bodmin Moore.
So Beast of Bodmin Moore won.
65-35.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's a pretty easy one. People
The
did vote
Ibu Gogo could
Go-Go,
link
though.
together like a Voltron type thing, though.
I
That
had
could
an-
help them be stronger.
I had an argument. Maybe I can pull it up on my phone. Somebody on Instagram, I will tell you who. Hopefully they don't mind that I share
Well,
their...
Nathaniel's in here saying that Ibu Gogo hands down because they're gonna
Don't even fuck with me.
they're gonna three little guys in a trench coat this thing.
X-Apocalypse on Instagram.
Okay.
We had a very long discussion about... Actually, it wasn't him. Cut that one out. Yeah. Okay, it was Thane.
No free shout outs.
Thane on Instagram messaged me responding to the story on Instagram about.
Said it was me.
Was it?
It's Nathaniel.
Oh my God! Can you have a similar thing across the board?
I have one username. Damn it.
Correct. This is 2019, man. Sync those fucking accounts, bro.
Either way, go ahead. What did he say?
We argued for a while, and I'm still against it. We gentleman handshook, and he sent me a GIF, but
that wasn't a dead giveaway. It was him.
I want to know. Yeah, God damn it.
All right.
I know it's you now.
Read me this conversation.
I'm not gonna read it to you.
Okay, don't read it to me then.
Okay, I'm just going to say he started out with definitely Ibu Gogo. They may be small, but they have capability to use tools, which greatly increases their chance of surviving and winning. And I said 1v1 versus a wildcat, it's going to fucking die. There's
one of the whole things about them specifically was they were never seen using tools.
Right, so it wasn't thought that they could use tools. And
but his argument also, because we talked to him after that episode.
Yes.
His argument was that not like just because they haven't been seen using tools doesn't mean that they don't use tools. Though I don't know where you draw the line there, but I don't know. Everybody else disagreed with you, sir.
I think 1v1 no chance.
1v1 me, bro? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. I will 1v1 you.
Bullying live on the podcast. That's what you're here for, is it not?
If you want to vote in Facebook chat or in YouTube live chat, go ahead. Emu Cat already voted.
For what now?
He just said we're voting ? And then just put shit the slide rock bolter.
Okay.
So he voted. They voted right there. They are 2.5 to 3 feet tall, Nathan. No.
All right. So I think we're done with that then. Again, if you want to head over to social media, you can vote.
Definitely
Not now live. I'm talking to the later people.
If
The most of the people who listen to this. If you're not watching live, you certainly can be watching or listening live. If you follow us on YouTube, link in the description, because I don't think we technically have a domain yet, because we need like one more follower to make that happen.
Last I checked, it was 5. I think we needed.
Oh, we need 4 more.
I think we need 4 more.
We need 4 more subscribers, please.
No.
Please and thank you. What are you doing over there?
Shh.
Absolutely not backing down. All right, you're going to have to 1v1 him for it. Okay,
1v1
so we do
you.
have new reviews.
I saw an email about a review, and I don't know if we covered it.
So we got one like right after we recorded last time.
Woo!
From an MLR Grizzly 2K, 5 stars. You guys are amazing. Love your energy and topics and chemistry with each other. You guys do great. Love every episode. Keep up the good work. I can't wait for the next one. Hey, thanks.
This is the next one.
This was, in fact, the next one. Now it is this one.
And
but when you are listening,
the last one.
Oh my God. Was there maybe a Facebook review or something that you sent me recently, or am I making that one up?
I can certainly check my device.
If I continue to talk in a higher pitch, will it may do something? I don't know.
Every sentence.
Who, me?
I don't know.
I just have a screenshot of you screenshotting some other person's conversation of him saying that I love my wife.
That's not it.
That's all I have from you.
That ain't it, bro.
We read this one from this guy already, so I think
Dustin?
we're caught up. Yeah, we already read Dustin's.
I think we're caught up.
I think we're caught up on reviews then. So thank you.
Go write a review.
Yes, please.
Sean
wrote one on Facebook, I think.
I know.
Sean has
new reviews.
Done something. Well, I think that concludes everything that I have to talk about and then some.
I wish I had more to talk about.
I certainly do as well. I mean, I wish this had worked a little bit better getting going initially, but
I think
it's all right.
It worked out
it's
okay.
Going. We're here.
The chat is actually chatting. That's awesome. That didn't really
cool.
happen a whole lot on non-YouTube platforms.
I think there's more accessibility for people
Correct.
on YouTube than there was on Podbean, which is why we are trying to make this change. So let us know.
I think we have everything set up.
Also, like, if you happen to go and watch in the future, like, let us know if you transfer over. Also, please, go subscribe.
Hold on, I gotta pull up the right scene here so you can see that the.
Oh, what are you pulling up?
I'm gonna pull up the Counting Cryptids store here.
Oh,
See that to the right of your screen? Got all these designs there. Jacob's done, and then there's 2 down here that were added by me.
Curated.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
You can add stuff to the store that is created by other people, so that way, like, if you find something that you're like, I think that this would resonate well with the
My
people
audience.
who would buy this stuff, then you can
I'm
just like
wearing
host
this
that
shirt.
image there, and then we get a little kickback from that. You have the Reptilia shirt?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
do.
one?
It's on my body.
Merch for sale. Link will be in episode description.
I can't really take my shirt off.
I still need to redo some of those. I'm going to change the way that those are set up. I got more ideas coming, but I don't have a lot in the way of time to do them,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Holy shit.
So
I don't know how people
where we're
like
at.
do this.
Well, I mean, we have like full-time jobs, and you work
Correct.
like a full-time job and a half because of how much you work at your full-time job. And then I spend the rest of my life wasting away playing video games.
Correct. I'm gonna say if I'm not at work, I'm.
Hey,
usually
I
playing video
technically
games.
made an animation for this, but we just couldn't get it to work in time.
Yeah, it literally downloaded
It's just a fucking
at
GIF.
4:30.
It loops back and forth. It took 10 minutes to upload the file once I got here. You know.
Well, shit. Thank you again.
Thank you
listening.
for listening, whether you're listening live or later. We appreciate you all. Thank you.
Always. We think about you when we're sleeping.
We know when you're awake. Wait, think about you? No, that's
Is it-
sees you. I thought we were going like Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, are you like transitioning to the next episode, or
Oh, that would have been very meta of me, but I'm not smart enough to do that.
or smart enough to like have an idea for what the next episode's gonna be?
Oh yeah, no, we haven't had a list. Maybe had a list early season 2.
We have a list. I'm not sure where it's at. I
do
can't
we have a
show the
list?
gift, Sean.
Show the GIF. Why not? Just pull it up on the sidebar on the other screen.
I literally, it wouldn't do anything.
Oh, I thought you downloaded it.
I did download it.
It's just a GIF.
Oh God, what did that do?
Oh no, you broke everything.
Just open.
Hey, thanks, James.
I will try to open the GIF.
All right. It's literally it was like a fake loading screen for the podcast. So then when it was 5 minutes of music before we started, I was
It was super.
going to move a little bit instead of it just being a static image. Father Cryptid is coming. Oh God. What do we have to leave out instead of milk and cookies? What do you leave out for Lauren Coleman? Is it like the plaster casts of Bigfoot?
That would be amazing. That would be hilarious. I love it.
What direction did you think the show was going in?
Anything to get Lauren Coleman in my house.
For what?
Any number of things.
Hi, come sit in this chair.
Yeah.
Put on these headphones. Can you flip that little switch? Yeah, okay, cool. Now, I have some questions I'd like to ask you here, sir.
Here's what the GIF looks like. Literally nothing.
It doesn't work?
It doesn't show. Look. It's a black box.
Well, damn.
I'm sharing the screen that has the gift on it. The gift. Gift from Jacob.
Okay. Well, I have no idea then how
I apologize.
that'll work.
I'll upload it on social media or something.
Nah, don't worry about it. We'll figure out how to...
Fuck, it's happening.
Nope.
I'm gonna add music behind it.
No, don't upload it to social media.
Maybe we'll figure it out for next time.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it to work eventually. I'll probably have to redo it, but it's fine. We'll get it to work eventually, and then it'll work.
Father Cryptid, I love it.
Milk and honey is
All right.
left out. All right.
We've milked it
The
past
black
an hour.
hole
That's-
gift.
I'm
Yes,
happy.
exactly. Sick. We've done it. We only have to cut out the first 8 minutes of silence too.
I mean, there will be not silence on the locally recorded storage, so
No, the mics were off. There will be silence.
there will be some. But when we were testing to see if it worked, there will be like us being idiots for at least 8 minutes. Yeah.
This, I mean, us being idiots for an hour, but
Right.
the first 8 minutes is silent idiots. Upload to Discord. Dog. It took me so long to upload it to OneDrive. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, just next time we're live,
Maybe next
hopefully
time.
it'll work, and then you'll be able to see it then. So I think we're calling it. Thank you again, everybody live.
Yeah. Thank you for commenting, chatting.
Super appreciate
watching.
it. Sean, glad you made it.
Nathan,
Nathaniel,
I'm glad you got a
fucking
couple-
caught the end.
If you haven't listened to last episode with Nathan at the very end,
You
go
enabled
back.
DVR, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to watch. it for
Yeah.
another
So
12
once we're
hours.
done with this, I think you got like what 12, 24 hours to
12
you could-
hours until it's off, and
Then it's gone?
It
Okay.
will hopefully be a backup. We don't know what we're doing.
We'll probably just re-upload. I mean, if we have the file, fuck it.
Yeah.
I think I said that it was going to be there, so we may as well throw it back up. All right. Well, thank you again, everybody.
Adios.
Shaka bros. I don't know. Some douchey thing. What can I say?
Anglers, bruh.